Welcome to Zill Tech. In the last few videos, we have discussed about array list, and in the last video, I discussed about linked list. I have started with linked list, and I have told some is about linked list, and linked list is an extension of list and queue, and linked list is represent in this circle in this way, and uh, and I told linked list is a collection of nodes. These are nothing but nodes. These are nothing but nodes. These are nothing but nodes, and each node is linked list is called entries. Whatever we are writing, these are nothing but an entry, and each entry object contains three values. Nothing but element. Item is an element, and we have next, and we have previous. We have three elements. Each entry object contains three values, nothing but item, next, and previous. Next and previous. Okay. Next, previous and next are reference variable on entering the type S. Next and previous are storing the address here. Here stores the address here. They are called reference. They are nothing but reference. Whenever the element is there here, if I am telling the next what address is there here, it will move to that address. When I tell previous what address is there, it comes to the previous. It's a reference. They are like a reference. This reference, this part, this reference, they holds address. They holds address of previous and next. Here it stores the next. Here it stores the previous. Same. Here also it stores the next. Here it stores the next. And element hold address of data object. Nothing but for this object here it shows the address. Linked list is a chain of object. See, as a diagram what is saying, it is a chain of object. This is nothing but a linked list. The few points I covered, and linked list is an implementation of list and DQ, and this is a class. This is a class, and some difference also have tell, and now I am highlighting some difference between array list and linked list. Array list internally uses dynamic array to store the elements, and linked list internally uses double linked list. It's underlined data structure. That is matter is a mirror of double linked list. Same it works. Double linked list means you can go forward and you can go backward, and it internally uses arrays concept as we have indexes. You can access with indexes. If any element is removed from the array, all the bits are shifted in memory. Yes, yesterday I represented in that video. Once go to that. If I want to remove any middle element, the bit should be changed. And if you are using double linked list, no bits are shifted. It's required. No bits. The addresses will be changed next and forward. The addresses are going to be changed. If you want to remove this middle one, if you remove this middle one, if you remove this, the address will be changed. The address will become this address, and the previous will be this address. There is no shifting of bits. There is no shifting of this. And array list, it is slow in process. When you are manipulating, it is slow, and manipulations, it is fast, like insertion, deletion, updation. These all are fast here. And array list class acts as list only because it implement a list. See, yeah, in this diagram, see, array list is an extension of list. Simple. Array list is an extension of list. Okay, list. But linked list class can act as a list and DQ both, because it implementation of list and DQ. See the diagram. See, it is an implementation of list and DQ. Implementation of list and DQ. It acts as both. It acts as a both. It acts as a both. And next, the last point. Array list is better for accessing the element. I store for fetching purpose. It is very fast. And linked list is better for manipulating the data, like insertion, deletion. Yesterday, the last video I mentioned that one. Yeah, the best choice for insertion and deletion, worst for retrieving. It is not for retrieving. Fetching is not good. For fetching is not good linked list, and remaining it is very good. And array list is fetching is good. For array list accessing is very good. These are the 5 important points. We have a lot of points. We can go with average complexity, best complexity, like this also, that are not that much important. If you are interested, you can refer any, Google it, and you can learn. And these are the 5 important points you need to remember. Today we'll see one more example, with the linked list. One more example with linked list with some methods. What are the methods we have? That all methods we will see one example. Okay. The last example I have discussed with string, that manipulating. Once I will show. Yeah, this is string, and we can store only in string type, just only small, just only explain adding the element. Now I will go with one more example. I will take one class. Now I told here is a generic type. You can go with wrapper classes, or you can go with user defined class. Okay, now I'll go with user defined class. I'll go with employee. I'll go with employee already existed. Okay, yeah, I'll go with employees. Yeah, I'll go with employees. No need of public static. This is our user defined type, and just I'll click on finished. Okay, here now I want to take one private variables, private string name, private string name. Next private float, upper class float salary, only these two I want to take. Next I want to take one constructor, and you can generate constructor easily. Right click and go to source, and here in generator is a constructor using fields, and click all and go generate. All it will going to be generated, and one more, I need to override a toString method. Right click source and override, yeah, generate a toString method, yeah, for all the fields, and next generate. Yeah, if you, this is an override method. From object class we are overriding, and name and salary. If you want to change, you can change. Let it be. If you want to have, you can have. If you want to change, you can change. Okay, next, this is my class. I am saving the file. Save. Control S. Now I want to take one more class. This class is linked list test3. Linked list test3, public static void main. Now first I want to create empty linked list. I want to create one empty linked list. Linked list present in java.util package. Linked list, here I write employees, and next here you can go with any name. I'll go with the list, simple list name. List equals to new control space, automatically it will come linked list. Yeah, linked list. Now I want to add the elements. To add the elements, we have one method. Called boolean add. We have the method. By using that boolean add, we have boolean with the 2 parameters. That is an overloaded method we have. By using that we can go. See, I will show this. Adding into a list to dot. See, add. It's a boolean type. It returns true or false. And we have one more method, int index and employee element. Okay, first I will go with this linked list add. here here I want to add to employee object, so I'm going with new employees, and two constructors I need to pass. One constructor is string and another constructor is salary, so I'm passing the name as Zill, and salary I am passing like 5000 F float 5000 F. Next list dot same add list dot add new employees constructor. Here I am going with Vasu comma 7000 F 7000. Next add list dot add new employee new employees. This time I am going with a name Rani, and I am writing as a 15,000 F float 15,000 F. Next list dot add new employees. This time I am going with a name Mandodari, comma 10,000 float 10,000. Okay, yeah, and write in double quotes. That's a mistake. String. Yeah, this is about a linked list. I added the elements in linked list. Now I can print the list by using sysout. And elements or list anyway, any name you can keep, plus list. This is a list object or list reference. Right click and simply run as Java application. Now you can see the output. Okay, yeah, employee name, salary, and the employee. Okay, to represent that I will change here that employee. Just I will go with like this. Save. Again I will run here. I change it to string method. Yeah, name Zill and sal. Okay, like this. This is about our linked list. Okay, I added now. Now I added all the elements. Okay, next I want to get element. Okay, here it is an extension of list only. It is an extension of list only. So by using index you can access here. It is an extension of list only. You can access like list dot we have a one method called get. See, get index. It returns the element as a specific position in this list. It returns a specific element in the list. It returns an error if the index out of range. If the index is out of range, it prints an exception, index out of what exceptions. We need to be careful. List data get. I am giving the index like 0. Index is 0, and it returns the object because this is an object. This is our user defined class. It is a user defined class. Here also should we have captured that only. Employee is even. The data will come and stored into this even reference, and now you can print sysout system.out.println even plus even. You can see, yeah, the first object index. Yeah, Zill salary is 5,000. Salary is nothing but 5,000. By using get, you can get based on index. Okay. Next method. You can apply n like list dot get. I want a get index of 2, like employees e2 equals to, yeah, next system dot out, and now e2 same one, and plus e2, just right click, run as Java application. That's the second one, running. The second one, running. These are the two methods, and add is used to add and get is used to print. Okay. Next, I told here we can go with the next, it is a sequential, and this is a backward. Previous is nothing but backward. I want to print in that way. Okay, I want to print in that way. The elements I want to print in that way. To print in that way, each and every node you need to move. Each and every node you need to access. To go like that, in list we have one method, list dot list iterator. We have one method, list iterator, and for this list iterator returns the list iterator over the elements in the list. Okay, it is a list iterator. It returns a list iterator. List iterator, there is an interface. This is an interface. These all are belongs to cursors. We have types of cursors: list cursor, iterator cursor, and list iterator cursor, enum cursors we have. We'll discuss, each and everyone will discuss. Now I am going with this one, list iterator. Okay, all the elements it converts into list iterator. All the elements it converts into list iterator. And here type, what is our type? Employees. Our class is employees. Here I am going with LIT, list iterator. List iterator. Cap list iterator. I am going with LIT is nothing but a list iterator. Is nothing but a list iterator. I want to access in forward direction. Okay, first I will write that one, sys out. Here I am writing forward. I want to print in forward direction. Forward direction I want to print. Okay, to print in forward direction, in this list object we have, first we need to see whether the element is there or not. This is a list. In that sequence, in this sequence, whether the elements is there or not there, we need to check. And the target, we do not know how many elements are there in the linked list. We do not know. If we know, we can use one loop. If we do not know, we need to use one loop. If the target is do not know, we need to go for while loop. If the target we know, the target number of elements we know, then we go for loop. Like this, for this node, we do not know about target, then we go for while loop. We don't know about a target, we are going with a while loop. Okay, then what is the condition, whether the element is there or not there, we need to check. Okay, we have one method in list dot, that is a boolean method, list lit dot has next. It is a boolean. It returns true if this list iterator has more elements when traveling the list. Traveling is means it traveling from one node to another node in the forward direction. It goes in forward direction. Yeah, it goes in forward direction like this. Next, has next, there. Okay, element is there, true. Again it will come here, again it will go. Travel means it is moving direction. Okay, hash next. Yeah, method has next. Here it returns true. Element is there, it returns true. To print that element, we have a one method called list dot next. List lit list iterator dot next. Okay, this next is an employee. Our already there employee returns the next element in the list and advance the cursor position. Advance means it moves that cursor. It moves the cursor from node first to next node. It will print. Okay, I will place this in system.out.println. It will print and it moves to next one, next node. It will print and it moves to next node. Okay. Save the file, Ctrl S, right click and run as. Now you can see it is printing each and every iterator. It is printing in forward direction. See Zill, Vasu, Rani and Mandodari. It is printing in sequence. Okay. Sequence you can access. Okay, fine. Now I want to access in backward direction, whether I can apply backward direction or not. Okay, that also you can see in backward direction, like sys out system.out. I am writing here reverse or backward, or back direction, any name. Sys out system.out. Out. Yeah. For backward direction, here iterator is there. Here iterator is there. This is for reverse direction. Okay. Here what is any method is there for list? See list dot. We have one method list dot descending. See descending iterator. We have one method called descending iterator. It returns iterator employee. It returns iterator employees. It returns iterator, not list iterator. Is an iterator. It will returns. Here we have list iterator. Here it returns iterator. It returns iterator employees. Our class name is employees. Just you can go with I or IT iterator. I or IT, any name. Here we have a method. Same. We do not know how much size of linked list. We can grow and we can decrease it. So I am going with while loop. We don't know the target. And any method is there. Yes, we have same method. IT dot has next. Here you can see sys out I dot next. Okay. Right click, run now. Java application. 1 second. Here IT. Run as Java application. You can see all are in reverse. The list is converted into reverse. These all are converted into reverse order. They are placed here. They are converted to reverse order, and that reverse order nodes as next is there or not there. Okay, print it and update the cursor. Next means it will print and the cursor will be moved to next. This is about our linked list, adding and getting through index, because a list type is an extension of list, and we can access in forward and backward also. Yeah, this is about reverse, forward and reverse. Okay, in this video we have discussed only to adding and add. We already know get with index and forward and backward with the list iterator. These are cursors. I'll discuss later on, do not worry. And iterator is also cursor. We are going to be discussed. We have like same enum, enumerate cursor also we have. We'll discuss later on in the coming videos. And thanks watching this video. Please like and subscribe.